I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here as a sculptor, which is what I love to do. I love to sculpt because sculpting is creating, and I'm a very creative person, and I'm able to basically show myself to the people. I'm able to present myself as I really am. When you look at one of my sculptures, you're looking at me. When you're reading some of the phrases that I have next to the sculptures, you're listening to my thoughts. I love making sculptures. I love touching. And that's why I'm a sculptor, not a painter. Because for me, the tactile sense is very important. I constantly need to be able to feel. And with sculpture, you can feel all the time and touch and create. And I feel like a little god. My wife, she's in one way very lucky because she was able to create something beautiful. She made 2 children, and that's something a man can never do. That's a wonderful thing that women can do, and men can't. So in my little imagination, I create too some children. They are not living children, but they are my little children. They are my sculptures. Every sculpture that you see at this show, they are all bronze, and all of them are part of a traveling exhibit which is going around Europe. It came from America, it's going to Europe, then it will go to the Orient, to South Korea. And the expression is, the art is called symbol realism, which means that every sculpture has a symbolic meaning to it. And I am so happy that I was given this opportunity to come to Hungary by Eva and Elite magazine, by Eva Cortvegyes. She is a fantastic woman. I wish we could work together all the time because she is so creative. She has fantastic ideas. I mean, think, she had such a great idea of inviting me here. So, and then I want, of course, I'm so happy that I keep working with Absolut Vodka, and it's such a nice relationship that can keep on going on because now they are all over the world. And so in every country I can have a nice show with them, and it's something fantastic. People love to be involved with the art. And I think people are tired of abstract art. They want to know what they are seeing. And I think that with my work, they know what they are seeing. They can give an idea. And I started acting. I started sculpting when I was 20 years old. I opted for sculpting instead of acting, because acting would just be copying my father, and I want to be myself. I don't want to be my father. But through my art shows, people see me, and they forget about my last name. They forget about Quinn, and they see Lorenzo, and they're quite happy, and I'm quite happy by the result, by the turnout, the people, by what they say to me. So it's fantastic. It's interesting that you would ask that, because I do have a favorite piece. It's difficult to say favorite piece because it's like saying which is your favorite son. You don't have a favorite son, but you could have a son you get along with better than with others. The sculpture I get along with better is called Stairs of Life. For me, it's a very complete sculpture. It starts from the beginning, and life is very difficult. It's like walking on nails, and he has a hole in the stomach, which represents the hunger for success and knowledge. Then the second step, the nuts and bolts represent the work that you have to do to reach the top. The top, there's money, which symbolizes success, but the money is broken because you will not be happy simply with money. In fact, many times reaching the top, you have to come to compromises. And he has a hole in his heart because he had to make too many compromises to reach the top. So watch out, don't do that. On the way down, that's when you start to think, really, what is life about? To be, not to be, I think, therefore I am, love, death, life, and all these wonderful things. The old man, who's on the last step, and he has his hand stretched out, and he's saying, slow down, live your life one step at a time, because today you're here, and who knows about tomorrow? And he's sitting on broken pottery, which represents the fragility of life. So for me, that's a very, very, very complete sculpture. And I wish I could make more like that, but it's not easy.
estét, hölgyeim és uraim!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Sok szeretettel köszöntöm Önöket a ma megnyitásra kerülő Lorenzo Quinn kiállításon.
I'd like to welcome all of you here today on the occasion of opening Lorenzo's exhibition.
A Seagram Magyarország nevében tisztelettel és szeretettel köszöntöm a megjelenteket.
I'd like to welcome all of you here on behalf of Seagram Hungary.
Van egy latin mondás, úgy hangzik, similis simile gaudet, ami azt jelenti, hasonló a hasonlónak örül.
There is a Latin quotation according to which similar things are happy for similar things.
Itt ma este két hasonló találkozik. Az egyik a művészet egyik ága, a szobrászat, a másik az italkészítés művészete, amelynek a reprezentánsa itt az Absolut Vodka.
Here today evening, two similars are going to meet each other. One of them is the representative of the art, the other one is the representative of making drinks, which is Absolut Vodka.
Nagyon sok hasonlóság és különbözőség van a két művészet között.
There are lots of similarities and lots of differences between the two arts.
Anélkül, hogy részletesebben felsorolnám őket, az egyik hasonlóság maga az abszolút szó. Az egyik az abszolút művészet, a másik az abszolút vodka, az abszolút tisztaság, hiszen az abszolút vodkát úgy is szokták hívni, mint a vodkák Rolls-Royce-a.
Without going into the details, I'd like to draw your attention on the similarities. First of all, the word similar, which means the pureness of the art. On the other hand, the pureness of the Absolut Vodka, which itself represents the drink.
Hadd fejezzem be ezt a rövid kis bemutatót azzal, hogy a szobrokat a szemmel élvezzék, ugyanekkor az Absolut Vodkát kérem kóstolják meg.
Let me conclude this introduction by saying or by asking you to enjoy the sculptures by your eyes and to enjoy the Absolut Vodka by trying it.
Köszönjük, hogy eljöttek!
Thank you very much for coming here.
Gyere, én mindig veled vagyok. Könnyen haladt előre, úgy érezte talán túl könnyen is, de egy idő után szilárd talajt érzett a lába alatt. Körülnézett, mint egy színpadon állna, és egy lépcső emelkedett előtte, amelyen áttörtesti alakok lépkedtek, átjött rajtuk a fény, és a szívtájékán tört meg egy sugár, és helyét keresve eltűnt az alakokban.
Well, this was the most wonderful party I've been invited to all year. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy everybody is here. Probably 90% of you have been paid to be here, but I'm still happy you're here. I think I don't want to bore you with a long speech.